lives are here. Pausing for hands.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. Hello, Siren Cat. Welcome in. You're indeed first. Congratulations. I give you an award. I think being first is a reward enough. I would, there's no greater. You can't be zeroth place. So, I mean, there's not much else I can give you. Honestly, it's pretty good. Hey, Guts. Welcome in. Doing all right. How are you doing? How are you doing? So, yeah, today is today's Tuesday. Hey, it's Tuesday. I'm gonna stop remembering days of the week soon. You're good at Siren Cat. I did not expect anybody to be here every stream. If you're here once ever, it's already awesome. So yeah, don't feel obligated to be here all the time. I'm glad you're doing well. So I have plans. Plans are to continue what we were doing yesterday, or started yesterday, which is we kind of redesigned the whole dot system. So everything works now, kind of how it was, but now it is working right with this effectively, potentially, with the ability to add more dots onto the character. So that's where we're going to be continuing on from today. And also, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna do the unthinkable. Or I'm gonna try to do the unthinkable. I don't know how well I'm gonna succeed in doing the unthinkable, but I'm gonna try. You can feel free to guess. I'll tell you this: it's something Unreal related, but I doubt anyone was gonna guess what I'm gonna try to do and what the unthinkable is. Holy shit, Guts. So obvious. Hey. Not that obvious, is it? Now here's the thing I want to show real quick. Let me just make sure that I'm not gonna leak anything. if I show this. I'll just take a screenshot. Hold on. Let me just I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this. Oops. You notice anything here? You guys notice anything here? Or let me maybe this will help. Right, maybe right there. You know, maybe this right here would help. Maybe what I'm showing here. I bought this in 2017. I tried to go through this course twice. And I have failed too. Not because it's bad. It is a very good course. This is when I bought it. This is my purchase history. This was originally an Unreal Engine 4 C++ course that they updated to Unreal Engine 5 when it came out. The point is, just because I'm starting it tomorrow doesn't mean I'm going to succeed. But yeah, I'll try to get through it. I mean, now is the most motivation I'm ever going to get. But, so hopefully. Hello, Holy Crab. Welcome in. So yeah, that's who's the author? Does it tell me? It's a here, it's this. This. By Ben Tristram. Yeah, see, I bought it back in 2017. This was originally Unreal Engine 4 course. Yeah. It's a good course. I mean, look, 4.7 rating with 69,000 nice ratings. I mean, like, this should tell you everything you need to know about this course. It's a good course. It's just I'm a bad student when it comes to programming. But you know what? I'll try it again. Well, welcome in, senpai. Man, the YouTube channel's in the recommended? Holy shit. Let's make a good first impression. Okay, guys. Put on your prettiest hats. We're making an impression. Here's my gay. Okay, there we go. Holy crap! Holy crab! Holy crap! Thank you so much for that. Now, a notification should play. Clearly doesn't. I really appreciate that, Holy Crab. Thank you for the... I think those are super likes. I think super stickers are the one have the pictures on them. You're the first person to ever do it, so I'm not 100% on it. Hey, Renan, welcome in. Create a mirror material is really bad? Or have a way to look real? I mean, you can do a mirror material. You just make it zero, what's it called? Zero roughness, right? Make it fully reflective. I mean, it's just a basic material then. But yeah, let me show the game. So if I went with, these are all my power-ups. I'm just going to cheat them in. We're gonna go with Airblade, stun chance up, get a few health ups, a crit chance up. These are power ups. They all work together. You get Berserk. The Soul Siphon seems good. Maybe it's a damage boost. Cleave is great. So, well, I'm just shooting one here. That's not good. Greater projectile. Okay. So welcome to my game. So I can go through here and continue on, or I could just, do this and just find out things are wait, what happened? Oh, there we go. So this is an interesting notice, as there's collisions here clearly because they're interfering with these guys. Why is this not shooting as many as I would like? Also, these elites really I don't like these elites. Hold on. Why is... Okay, that all makes sense. Okay. I felt like it's shooting. Right here. Why is it not shooting here? Oh, that's bizarre. Okay. I need to check collisions here. Down the line. Can you send an image in Discord General? You're gonna laugh? Sure, go ahead. Everyone, this is my game with a strong Tyler vibes. Hey. Nothing wrong with that. Get out of here. Yeah, so, here, I'm gonna make this easier on myself even more. Give me the new AoE dot on everyone. I'm almost dead. Don't worry about it. Now, not every one of them has the dot. Why is that? If I... Get away from me! Okay, now he has the dot. Okay, now he's dead. Oh, I actually made it all the way to the boss because I cheated through the entire area. And hi. Welcome, bossy. I'm a little overpowered. Oh my god, the blood splatter. The massive blood splatter, I love it. Okay. Yeah, there's some issue here. Interesting. Okay. That shouldn't have any effect, but... It's Pippin Brit's job. Look. I watch him, and I'm trying to learn from him. And, I want to break my own games. He's probably not going to break my game, so, I gotta break my own. Just the right amount of blood? Yeah, I agree. Just the right amount of blood. One thing I actually do want to do is this blood. I think the splatter itself needs to be more, not a splatter on the ground, but like the actual splat from him. I should increase that. Right, just make it a little more visible. Set it in general. Okay, I'll take a look now. Oh, you already have it? In 22? I mean, that's 2022. I mean, that's not 2017. But yeah. I see you also got the course and also have not done it. Sign of blood, yeah. But today, yeah, we're gonna be doing the dots. If there's blood splatter, is bleed in effect? So yes. So right now, the way it works is every enemy has a certain amount of blood on them. When enough blood is spilled, the doors will open. So depending on the room, you don't necessarily need to kill every single enemy. Like if it's a large 2-floor room, you might only need to kill like a certain amount of them to spill enough blood, and then they'll open the doors, and then you can get out of there. You can continue fighting them, of course, or you continue on. Smaller rooms, like the tiny ones, you could just kill everyone. It's super easy. But for the larger ones, yeah, it's just amount of blood spilled, effectively. And as enemies die, like removes that amount of blood from the total you need to do. If you ever put yourself in a game, you'd be the tiny crab. Like when you smash it, it would make 25 gallons of blood splatter all around. Oh, God. I kind of want to add that in at some point now. Because that would be hilarious. I need to add like a critter. You know, like the games have like, just like little rats or little like spiders crawling like in random places. And they're just aesthetic usually. But if you happen to walk on them, you just go splatter, just blood everywhere. I think that'd be hilarious. I'm just gonna add that to my list. Hold on. I'm just gonna put that under other because I don't want to forget that. Because that, you know, I think that's a good one. Critters that just explode in blood. Cause why not? Yeah. Exactly what you had in mind. Good. Because that seems like fun. I see no problems with that. Okay. So let's do our next power up. So we have the toxic aura, right? Which is cool. You know, he takes dot damage when he's in it, and he stops taking when we get out of it. What we want to do now is add another one that's like a fire damage, which is when we hit them, he gets a dot for a certain amount of time. And then after a while, the dot drops, but only if we don't renew it. Mosquitoes that suck up and steal the blood already spilled? No, I don't have mosquitoes. No, we're just gonna have blood spilled everywhere. I don't know why. Like, originally I had just like blood being used as a power up, and then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna have blood stay everywhere. Just for the hell of it. No real reason. I think it looks cool and I think it makes it more fun. That's good enough for me. Because I'm a vampire. I don't like the sun. That's true. That is very accurate, actually. Yes. Yep. If I come here. Yep. There you go. See? Yeah, it stains whatever. It just doesn't stain characters because it's sprites. But if I stand close to the wall, you could see that it does, like, there is blood like on me when I'm next to it, right? Because it's basically a decal. This is very accurate. Yeah, seems about right. Yep. I mean, I think this is look, this is clearly not a skeleton, and clearly he has blood on him. A lot of blood on him, okay? I mean, look how much blood is in the skeleton. It's ridiculous. We need to remove this blood from him. Like, look at that. That's so much blood. It's I'm planning to do a video on the 5.4 animation. No plans right now. Because it's not something I'm using or I'm touching at all. So, no. There's already a few videos on it as well. It's all in the... Exactly, yeah. What I might do is I might tint it, and then each one would have like a different tinted blood. So for skeletons, I could make it not even tinted. I could just make it as a different decal or like a different thing. I could make it so skeletons just drop bones. Lots and lots of bones. Don't question how they have that much bones. You aren't questioning how they have that much blood, so you won't question how they have thousands of bones either. Don't question it. So that maybe we'll do that at some point. Like instead of just everyone having blood, just have variation. And then instead of everything being red, like maybe some of the like more alien creatures, maybe I'll have green blood. I don't know. It could be fun. And that's not all I care about. Is it fun? If it's not, then I don't care. Okay. Let's go to abilities. We're adding in new ability. Purple blue blood. Purple is already blue and red. So purple blue is just purple with more towards blue than towards red. Is that what you mean? Fire aspect is what we're gonna call it. Oops. This is not what I was thinking it was. Enemies hit catch on fire for 5 seconds, taking dot damage. Yep. Character dot player dot ability dot fire aspect. Now I need to rename this to fire aspect. This is a passive. Oh, we need to make a ability icon for it. Quick. YouTube algorithm watching us talk so casually about killing stuff for the sake of a bloody mess. Celebration, yeah. It's all in the video game. There are far bloodier games on YouTube than what I'm making. This one. Fire aspect. I'll look at this very advanced, complicated icon that we just made. My goodness. Fire aspect. Fire aspect. Bam. Okay. So now, right. Got a fire aspect. Okay. So now we need to actually have it work. So let's go to our abilities. If we go to, don't need you or you. Yeah, we can close all of the toxic aura stuff now. Professional icon, I know. Look, it's only the best icons for you guys, right? Only the best. I mean, to be fair, watching me create icons is probably significantly less fun than watching me create the actual abilities that the icons do. And for a prototype, right, it doesn't really matter because the aesthetic hasn't been decided on yet. But we need to do this. Oh, I need to rename this. It's just damage over time. So we need to trigger this with the new info Oh, you do the icons? I mean, we don't even have a style. Like I said, there's no style to have. If you want to make some icons, I'll happily use them for the time being. For the abilities. You know. Assuming they make sense, right? If your icon is a rabbit for, you know, knockback, that doesn't make any sense. I probably won't use it, but yeah, if it makes sense, yeah, I'll happily use it for the time being. But yeah, we don't have like an art style or anything. Okay, so what I can do is this. Oh, you know what? I don't have... Let me go back to my abilities, talk to Aura. So... Oops. It's this now. This needs to be updated as well. So I am not doing this, add icon. Okay, so we need to do a add icon first. So, okay. Talks to Aura, add icon. Instead of this, I'm going to call this fire aspect. Execute fire X. Sure. So we're gonna add a fire aspect. The fire aspect is going to be red, like a dark red. Like that. Specify color. Add the icon. And then here we need to do damage over time. I don't need to do the message. I just need to do the one here, and okay. I can do is make the info. The icon is this. I just push this through. So the source is fire. The damage for testing will be 50. The damage dealer, I believe, is the character. Aura. Just double check. Yeah, it's the character riff. Okay. So we need to do this on hit. So we could probably do this during the damage taken effect. So I have like an acid aura. I just picked acid for arbitrary reasons. Right now I'm doing like a fire damage. I haven't decided how I want to implement the elements yet. Like I want different elements like fire, ice, like for freezing and stuff. I don't know if I want them like you to have like be able to like do like fire defense, like ice defense, you know, stuff like that. I don't know if I want to go that far. It might be that just certain elements are just good at certain things. And right, if you're doing an ice attack, you'll always be freezing. If you're doing fire attacks, you'll always be burning, you know, kind of thing. And maybe I'll do like overall like dot damage reductions and stuff like that. It's in the air, like as to like how exactly it should be working, because right, if you have like all the elements, well, now you need to figure out like how you want to do defense for them. Do you want to do defense for them? Well, what's the reason for the elements then? Like, are there enemies that are going to be weak to the elements, right? So for now, we're setting it up where we can do all of this, and as we add more and more, it's gonna kind of figure itself out effectively. Usually, always does. But let's go to the damage section. Exactly. I don't want to overcomplicate things at the current moment. Once we know everything that's going on, then yeah, we can overcomplicate. We have the melee abilities, I believe. So we can do it here.
Ads are here.
Oh.
Pausing for ads.
Ads time. Let's wait for ads while I drink my good old pesticides. I heard there's microbes and bugs living inside every person. They should get rid of them, right? I think that should do nicely. Good old pesticides. And you can't prove me wrong. You bought some today for your cats? I could have just asked me. I would have spared you some. Does it taste good? It's like medicine, right? You know, you have to make it go down because you need the medicine. It's the same thing, right? It's good is probably not the right word, but it's a necessary thing. But ads are almost done. We'll continue on. Yeah, we pause for ads here because I'm multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and Twitch gets ads. YouTube doesn't. You give it a try later? Okay. Yeah, maybe you have a better experience than me. Maybe a more refined palate, I would say. Okay. Ads are done, so we're going to just add fire aspect here. So when we have fire aspect, let's see, over here. No ads on YouTube, but there are some on Twitch occasionally, because you can't remove ads completely from Twitch, and I'm multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so if you prefer watching on Twitch, you can go there as well. All the options. By all, I mean just two. There's really only two options. Okay, three. YouTube, Twitch, and don't watch, right? There's three options, to be fair. I pretend there's two. There's only YouTube and Twitch, but let's be honest, there's a third option. Okay, so here we need to execute fire aspect. Now, what we need to do here is create a timer and all that, but we're not going to do the timer yet. Let's just make sure that this part works. So that means right now it should work. And if you want to bet on whether or not it will, it should work indefinitely. If I hit him, he'll just always have a dot on him. Let's find out if it does. Good job, me. I managed to put a dot on myself. I I'm not taking damage. I know why wait, why am I why did I wait. This this is from the damage dealer. This is the damage dealer. Let's see, where am I executing this? Here. Okay, so we can get another input here. Yeah, so let's add another input. Damage dealer. And basically, we just need to plug this in here. And here. Is the pesticide? Clearly. Clearly. So, the damage dealer, I need to get AC abilities. And plug that in. So now it should go onto... Wait, no, this will go on myself. No. It's not damage dealer. I'm the damage... I'm already the damage dealer. No. Damage target. No, not this. The hit actor, that means I need to make it an interface, don't I? No, I don't. I can do, no, I still need... No, I do need it. Okay, let me think about this. Well, we can change this to an actor. No, this should be fine. This should be fine. Change this to an actor. I know how to fix that. Refresh, damage target. That can now be plugged in. Yeah, it's not self here. It's this. Okay. And now, here, we can't get AC abilities, but you get component by class. AC abilities. Bam. Aha! No casts needed. Beautiful. Now let's see if I screwed up. Let's see if I screwed up. Aha! Now, is he taking damage? That's the question. Is he taking damage? I should probably do a little print string on his health to see if he's taking damage, because it doesn't seem like he's taking damage. Okay, let's do print string for the health. And do like a green print string that just says dot activated. So just make sure that it's working. Okay. He's not taking any... Well, oh, I'm stupid. I did the same mistake as I did yesterday. I made the same mistake as yesterday. This is positive. That means he's healing. If it's a positive value, I'm modifying my positive number. He's healing. That's why I wasn't taking damage. That's why there we go. Now he's taking damage. Okay. So that works. So now what we need to do is make it so it's for a certain amount of time. So let's change the amount of damage. Let's just say -5. Let's say -10 damage. It's every half second. So I'll do -5 for 10 health a second, effectively. So what we need to do now is create a timer. So I'm going to abilities, fire aspect. So I'm going to add a new I need a delay, which means I can't do it in a function. Okay, that's fine. Custom event. Stop dot. And we should be able to use this for everything. So we're gonna have a delay. The duration is just gonna be input. And I'm just gonna make this 1 second by default. This is just not instantaneous in case I forget to. And then when it's done, it needs to run remove dot. The dot info also goes here. Now, here, the way we're doing it is this. So I might need to do it this way. So we're gonna take the dot info. Oh, we're not gonna take this here. We're gonna take all the dot info. Oh, we have access to that dot info. We can just pass it through. We can just pass it through. Yeah, on this execute fire aspect, we can do remove dot. Ah! But here's the problem with this. This can't work for everything. Because obviously this is a delay, which means if I do this for that's also not a stop dot. Not if I do this for like another dot, it'll try to remove that one instead. So I need to do a separate remove for each one. is there a way? Also, this needs to be a retriggerable delay. Duration, 5 seconds. How would we do it? Is there a way to do it where we can reuse it for everything? I don't think there is, because we would need to, I think, at least store the dots. And we are storing the dots. Then we also need to store the time separate. I think it's just easier to just do this and make a separate one. At least for now. Okay, but theoretically, this should work. So if I was to come here, turn on fire aspect. Bam. Yep, he's taking damage. And now he's no longer taking damage. Okay, he started taking damage. I need to hit him. Hit him again. It's a dot activated. It's good. Wait. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. I think I did the same mistake as I did on the other one, which is this add icon. Yeah, I need to check that, one, I'm not dead. And I need to make sure that I don't have So this execute fire aspect. We need to search if he has the fire tag already. We can do that here using this. So we're gonna go through all the dots and we're gonna check if he has fire. If he does, then we don't do anything. If he doesn't, we need to just add a local variable, simple bool. Has a fire aspect. So we're gonna go here. So if he found fire, then we actually need to trigger the stop fire aspect. This, because this will re-trigger the delay. I'm just gonna kill the duration here. I'll keep it here. So true stop fire aspect. The dot info means it found it is this. still the same dot info. Um, and if it didn't find it all the way through, oh, and if it found it, then it breaks. And we also need to say has fire aspect. So it has fire aspect. So now on completed, we can go off of whether it has fire aspect. If it has fire aspect, don't do anything. If it doesn't have fire aspect, add the icon and go through this entire system. Because obviously we don't need to redo this all if he already has it. So I think that should do it. And let's check. So we're going to go... Yep. He's taking damage. And now if I hit him again, it didn't reactivate, but... 1, 2, 3, 4... Hit him again. He's still continuing to have it. And if I just go away and I stop doing it, yep, there you go. It goes away. So now it is properly maintaining. As long as I keep hitting him, he will just... He'll continue to take damage. That's pretty much exactly what we want. Access dungeon tracker object via... hold on. Where's this destroy component? I need to do this. Is it big attempt to access? Why is it trying to access it? What I can do instead is set icon name. This effectively will do the same thing. Go. That way, that'll fix it. And let me just confirm that that is working. If we go to the dungeon real quick. Sure, sunsheds. Basically, the skulls should disappear when I kill them. That's all we're testing right now. Dear God. Also, why the door not shut? That's something we need to rework the doors. But the icons are disappearing, and that's really what I want to check. Why is this door not shutting? What happened? Well, now the doors are unlocked, to be fair. Okay, now it's shut. Oh, really bizarre. Okay, but it's working. Great. And now, so the fire aspect now works. And let's just confirm that it works now with the toxic ore as well. If I hit him again, right, he doesn't get any more, and this can go away. This comes back. Ooh. Hold on. Need you to, okay. That's a problem. You should not trigger death multiple times. And I know exactly why he was doing it. So that's good. So we can easily fix that. Because he's now dying for each time. Yeah, so here we're removing the icon, we're removing it, and we're seeing if it's empty, then clear. We're removing the dot, and then we're triggering death. But we're doing it on loop for every icon. There it is. So we don't want to do this here. We want to do it at the end. Question is, not really a question. I'm just going to take all of this. Leave it here. Get health percentage. If this is less or equals to 0. Then stop dot damage. Oh, then I don't need the break here. Remove. I'm gonna just need to do a remove dot on everything and then death. Okay. I get rid of you. Don't need this anymore. So this is assuming that we're dying. Terrible sounding out of context. Just terrible sounding out of context. Okay, we need to record the damage dealer for the one that killed. So I actually do want to have this. Go to variable dot damage dealer. I really need to clean this up. Holy crap. Just noticed it. This goes here. Kill you. Because obviously we're not gonna have access to this right after. So, yeah. So it triggers the death, assuming the health is below 0, and then it's going to take all the dot info and remove them all. And then this one can just be a regular for loop. For each loop, I mean. Like so. Want a true false HP equals 0, then end string also work? Yes. I just don't have current health exposed. So I just have health percentage, which is basically saying HP is 0 when percentage is 0. So, and it's clamped, but there's no reason not to. As far as I know, less or equal to don't change difference in terms of like performance. So might as well, just in case somehow someone manages to bug it to have negative health values. That's actually I don't know if you guys heard in Helldivers. Speaking of Spiff and Brit from before, he released a video not too long ago on Helldivers 2, where you can get infinite grenades, and it's all because instead of doing a lesser equal, they did a equal. So like you couldn't throw a grenade when grenades equals 0, but not less or equal. And so as long as you can get the grenade number to say negative, you can get infinite grenades. So, you know, like, yeah, it should never be possible to have less than 0 health. because it's clamped. But it doesn't hurt, as far as I know. Yeah, I'll check it out after the stream, Siren Cat. Thanks so much. Just clean this up a little. Okay. So let's double check that he is indeed gonna die. Oh, I also need the toxic aura. Oh, why is it an elite? Oh, fine. Why he died twice? Why he still died twice? Uncompleted. It's triggering death. This is triggering once. Oh. It's because I'm not stopping. The timer's still going. So I don't need to. So I should clear the timer first. Then I should do all this. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. This is what I'm doing to not make a new variable. Dear God. I should just, again, clean this up. Really needs to clean this up. Yeah. Dear God. I'll do it in my own time. I'm not gonna do it on stream. Not gonna. Okay. Now. Why did the fire one not go away? Why did the fire one not go away? You should go through all of them and then remove them. To be fair, it's not a big deal that the fire one doesn't go away. Like, if once I have like an actual effect on them, like they're actually burning, they can continue to burn while dead. To be fair. Like, that's not a terrible idea. It's an accidental idea. Okay, so no, it's just, so it's removing. So wait, it's not removing. It's only removing once. This time, though, let me just do a. Let me get the length of this. This should say 2. Like when he dies and he has 2, it should just say 2. But I have a feeling it's saying 1. Two. Okay. So it is correct. So it is detecting everything. So then, why is this? Not. Yeah, let's do a print string here, and we can do this, which is going to return true if something was removed. So it also will tell us if it tried to remove something but failed, or if it didn't even try, which is important. It only said it once. But we confirmed that this is triggering. This has 2, which means this should trigger twice. Remove dot.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Do you need to remove effects upon death? Basically, I just want to kill like any dots he has upon death. It's not a big deal, technically speaking, but I would like to just get rid of the icons upon death, effectively, because there's no reason to continue processing all that information. Right? But for some reason, this trigger one, or trigger receiver. For some reason, we confirmed that this was triggering twice, but this was not receiving twice, or at least it's not removing twice. So we can see what's going on. And we'll double check after the ads. Well, I clear out my insides with some more pesticides. Goody. Feels like a priority issue. I mean, there's no priority of anything, right? It's just, I mean, effectively, I could just literally plug this in here. So yeah, I just plug it in here. It'll get the same result effectively. So like, there's no way for it to trigger in reverse. Oh, ads are done. Hey, Mr. Pesgetti, welcome in. Best site design. Yep. We're trying a new Borax flavor. Nice. How's that going? Is it any good? Hopefully it's pretty good. I don't want you like consuming anything you don't like. Okay. Trigger happened once, receiver happened once. I'm sorry, why? Okay. I don't need this. Okay. I'm gonna get the length here. So this one, it adds it. And when it adds it, we'll make it yellow. And then right before this, we're going to check it and we're going to make it light blue, sure. So that yellow should be the same as the light blue. Just to confirm. Okay, so now it says 2, which is correct. Yeah, it said 2. The light blue was 2, but it triggered only once. This says 2. So why did this only trigger once? It's a 4 each. I'm confused. Why does it say it has 2, but only trigger 1? Okay. I mean, look, I'm just gonna try something like this. I'm just gonna take all this. Just gonna duplicate it here. I'm just gonna, for shits and giggles, just want to see. I just want to see. What if I just this one doesn't matter for this test, but I just want to see. I shouldn't need to. So this is basically all my dot information is stored in this struct array. And so it just takes a single one of those and then it removes it from here. The problem isn't that it's not removing it, it's just the for each loop is just not triggering multiple times, despite it having multiple things. So it's not this is not the problem area. Problem area is this for each loop. So theoretically, this also will not fix it because it's only triggering once. Yeah, it only triggered once. And again, we can... Okay. I just print the length and then print trigger, right? It should... The number of triggers should be the same amount as that length. I know why it's happening. I figured it out. I realized why it's happening. And I ran into this issue a long time ago when I was doing inventory, when I was learning the inventory system. And I was trying to figure out sorting. I figured it out. Here, I'll do a quick draw over to explain why this is happening, because this is like a common thing that will happen with for loops, but it's not obvious right away. The holy music, as you realize. So, what is a for loop? A for loop goes in order 0, 1, 2. This is the index, right? Okay, so it goes in order. That's fine. But then you're also wanting to say delete, right? You're telling something to delete it. So what happens when you delete something? Well, your index becomes, after the deletion, it becomes 0, 1, 2. It does not have 3. Correct? Well, what happens when your original index is just 0, 1, and you delete 1? Well, your result is just 0. So the reason it never triggers the second one is simple, because as far as it's concerned, there is no second one, because it's done. You've told it on this first pass, you've told it, okay, it's removed, so that 1 goes to 0, and so, right? So there isn't a simple way to get around this problem when you're trying to remove things, right? It's a very simple solution, and I learned about it a while back, and that's a simple node. Instead of doing a for each loop, there's a simple node called reverse for each loop. Now, why is this to solve the problem? Well, if you're doing a reverse for each loop, it is going to go, well, in reverse. So if your numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, a reverse loop starts at 3, which means it's going to get 3, it's going to kill it. These numbers haven't moved or changed, then it's going to kill 2, then it's going to kill 1, and then it's going to kill 0. And so these indexes don't move. And that's important. So a reverse for each loop will fix the problem. And this is specific when you're trying to delete things in a for loop and not break it immediately. If you were to delete something, let's say you had 0, 1, and you deleted 0 and they immediately broke it and then ran it again, right? Then yeah, you could do that way. If you were trying to get only specific ones and whatever else, but yeah. This lovely node takes care of that. So now, if we did this, so now if we come here, that's exactly why it's right triggering only once. So god darn it, why does it have to be an elite? Whatever. So trigger twice. You saw that? It triggered twice. I didn't plug in the .info, so that's on me. But it triggered twice there, as you saw. Which means now, if, you know, with it plugged in, bam! Both disappear right away. Does adding a dummy value at 0 also? No, it does not also work. Because, for the same reason. So, if... clear all this out. So, if I have 0, 1, 2, 3, like you kill 0, okay, you replace it with a dummy value, let's say 0. Well, now you're killing 1, so are you going to also then delete 1 and then replace it with another dummy value? So in which case, you're not really deleting them, you're just replacing them. So you can just do a set instead of a remove, right? And then you could go through all of them, and if you wanted to, and just do a clear. So you can set them all to 0 and then just do a clear. But that's just extra steps to get the same result. So yeah. In my case, I'm checking if it's empty. So, and then I just clear my timer. Obviously, this one will automatically clear it here. When you die, just clears it all immediately. But this is if I want to remove a single dot, which happens like through other aspects, like an end overlap. I do remove dot, and I just remove the single dot. In which case, if it's the last dot, then I stop the timer because there's no reason to continue the timer. Yeah, okay, cool. Trigger removed. We did it! Figured it out. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used the reverse for each loop. It's a very good node to know. Node to know. But now we have a fully functioning fire damage. Fully functioning fire aspect. So just confirm, if I hit him, after 5 seconds, it should go away. If I hit him again, right, it's just going to keep refreshing it. He's not getting any more of them, which is fantastic. Now, we might as well do an ice one. An ice one would freeze them in place. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the freezing in place. I think because I can't just set movement mode to none. That would break things. But I have an idea. So let's make a new ability. Also, I'm going to just add this to favorites. We go to abilities quite a lot. Ice aspect. Or frozen aspect. No. Freeze aspect. Ice aspect. I don't want to call it frozen aspect because I'm thinking of the Disney thing. Maybe ice effect active force. So what I want is basically if they freeze, they're just frozen in place. They still take actions, but I just don't want them to move. Or do we want to do it differently? What if we changed it where they have a build-up? An entirely different system. This is not going to be a dot. What if you have to hit them a few times and you basically have to like get the amount of cold onto them until it hits a mark, and then they stop entirely, and then they go back. So instead of it being like you hit him always, they just frozen, right? Of any kind. It's you hit him enough and you apply enough freezing over like a short amount of time, then they freeze. Yeah, like cold, frost, frozen. Yeah. Yeah, like that. You fill a gauge and then the effect happens. Exactly. Yeah. Fill a gauge and then the effect happens. Exactly. I don't know if I'll have like cold, frost, frozen. I might have that as a visual thing down the line. But let's try that. I'll call it freezing aspect for now. Hits build up frost on enemies. Once enough, they freeze and they freeze for 5 seconds. Yeah, I'll do that. Entirely not dot related. That's fine. I like this idea better. Wait. Fire aspect and freezing aspects are both FA. God darn it. It's fine. It's fine. I could go, like, if I wanted to, I could go, like, and get, like, AI images as a temporary images. But I don't really want to. Where's my images? Oh, I closed them. Bad me. Freezing aspect. Yep. Passive. Someday your power-ups will spell something bad. I mean, it's up to like a certain amount of letters, but I mean, I don't have that many letters actually being used, and most of them are consonants. Okay, look, you could have hold on, do I have I wish I had a BS. I don't have a BS. Darn it. If there was a BS, I could have spelled something. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It won't happen. Plus, these are temporary. It's fine. Okay. So we have freezing aspect. So we need... keep in mind, there's up to 3 cards max. So it'll be Fata. Or just Fatas. Yeah, that's the best you got. That's the best that's possible, probably. Give me a second, you'll find someone. Yeah, there's probably plenty. For example, Pasquetti found fat ass, basically. Fatas. Why does it sound Japanese when I pronounce it like that? Fatas. I don't know why. Even though I'm just reading what the it says. Okay. So let's set up a new ability. So what we're gonna need is a timer that removes the amount of frozen. So we're going to... I'll just write this down. So we need to... store amount. Store per hit. It's not even store, it's add to the stored per hit. And then on a timer, remove. And then when it gets to 100%, when we get to whatever the value is, if it's 100%, then we add the icon, etc. Right? Your next name suggestion will take that in consideration. Oh dear God. Let's not get me banned. let's not get me banned by accident. Okay. So let's do a custom event. This is going to be freeze build up. Not building, build up. So we're going to need are we ever going to have different amounts of freeze build up per attack? For now, no. So, current freeze amount. So we need current freeze amount. Says freeze amount. So, for the time being, let's say it's going to be 100% when this happens, and we'll do 25. So it's going to take 4 hits in this case to freeze them. Obviously, way too much. But if multiple hits connect, for example, from a multi-range weapon, does that count? Yes. If you get hit by 3 hits at once, it will build up 3 times. Yep. So if, for example, you have a the ranged projectiles and you have multi-shot, and then you have homing, so they all home in on the same enemy, they got hit 4 times. So they're going to take 4 freeze buildups. Now this number is going to be really low, and What I'm thinking is, when you do greater multi-projectiles or lesser multi-projectiles, I'm planning to make the damage less, and I might make the build-ups and all of these kind of effects less as well. Per bullet, effectively, to balance it a little bit. But for now, right, we'll make it work, and then, right, we can do that kind of stuff later down the line. You don't know why you question? I mean, that's fine to question it. But yeah, it's yeah. You know, we want things to stack. We always want things to stack. Multiple projectiles are multiple projectiles. Wow, who knew? I know, right? Crazy. Okay, so when we do freeze buildup, we need to do a timer. And this is going to be remove freeze. Slowly remove freeze. It's gonna loop every half second. And we're going to take the freeze and just subtract 1. And I'm immediately going to print yeah, it's only imagine what orbiting orbs could be. Yeah, so that's all gonna orbiting orbs has 3 projectiles by default, but right, yeah, if you did greater, then you'd have like a lot more, right? Because if we did regular orbiting orbs, right, we only have 3. So you can hit someone faster than these 3 would hit the same enemy once. But if I then had, right, let's say the greater and the lesser multi-projectile ones, right, that becomes a lot more powerful. So most likely what I'll end up doing is figuring out a way to balance it by removing the strength of that power up. Maybe. Or maybe I don't, and it's like, hey, you got this, enjoy it. But I feel like the greater projectiles and even the lesser ones should reduce your damage a little bit. That's also how it works in games like Binding of Isaac. When you have more attacks, the strength of a single one of those is less, but combined, it's still more. Like considerably more. It's just not like 8 times more or whatever it is, you know, relative to how many projectiles you have. It's like 3 or 4 times more damage. So I'll end up definitely balancing it out. Okay, so it's going to keep doing this. And then I need to check the current freeze amount. If it is less or equal to 0, clear this timer, please. And so now we can go to the execute melee abilities. Add another pin here. Freezing aspect. And this is freeze buildup. Onto the target. Okay, so we also need to do this doesn't have an icon yet, but that's fine. We have the print string to test. So freezing aspect. 24, 23, 22, right? And we can do this more, and you can see it is now building up and then it's ticking down. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now you found three. I'm sure there's plenty. So we now need to switch, or if it's not less than, then we can check if it's greater than or greater or equal to 100. And if it is, then we'll do add icon method. So
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
nope, ads time. And we'll also need to make it so they can't continue to build up the freezing when they're frozen. They're like, if you keep hitting them while they're frozen, you're not gonna like continue them. You can only continue building it up when they're unfrozen, because that would be very broken. Depending on what they are, I would not recommend sharing them. I don't know what they are, but I mean, like, something. Probably they're fine to say. If they're anything like Fatas, they're fine. Senpai out of here playing Wordle. Yep. Pretty much. We're just gonna need this, I think. Yeah, it's you know. Let's see. Can I spawn one? Not you. That's, you can't have that twice. Oh, ads are done. The two words I've tried to spell, can't spell them, and I'm sad. Because we need a BS. We need a BS ability just for the shits and giggles. Why? Because I'm 5 and you could spell boobs if you had BS. Because of orbiting orbs and berserk. I'll admit it. That was the first thing I checked if I could spell. Because I thought of the old school like, calculator thing when you write 8008 you spell boobs on a calculator. I don't know how many of you guys did that when you were like in school. If people, well, I guess most of you guys are probably too young to have used those old school calculators, to be fair. And this is like a light blue one. You did? Oh yeah, there you go. So we need to also clear timer. We clear timer here no matter if it's less or if it's great. Yeah, if it's less or greater. So. This should be fine for now. So let's test this. It's not gonna do anything yet, but right there's your icon. Right, it's built up. Okay, so he gets the icon. Then we need to make it so we need to give him a status. So let's get the character reference. Add gameplay tag. And we need a new status. I'm pretty sure. Because it's not stunned. Yeah. Make a new status. Status dot frozen. Yep. And we can only do this. Character ref as check hashtag. This one. Checking if it has frozen. And we want to make sure it is not frozen when we do this. No. And I'll just do a print string here with the current freeze amount. Sure. So we'll see in blue it ticking down. And also when it becomes less or equal to 0, and here we need to just reset the current freeze amount to 0. Just make sure that it is actually 0 again. You're using all your brain power to think of a power up? Use BS. Good luck. Hey Gregory, welcome in. You so old, you remember when your first graphing calculators that were in color came out? Oh man. Wait, in color? Hold on. I didn't have a graphing calculator in color. That's a thing? Wait. This is making you sound very young because I didn't even know that was a thing. But, fun fact, so in high school, I bought myself a TI-89 titanium calculator. Just quick tangent. TI-89 titanium calculator. It's a graphing calculator. It's this right here. Right? But here's the thing about it. This thing was so powerful, it could play games. And I don't mean like small games. Like people made apps for it. Like you can do like 3D graphics, but TI-89, here you are playing games. I had a Final Fantasy game. Here's another one. Super Mario on a TI-89 titanium. Super Mario. Literally, this was me in classes. I would play games on my calculator. Just genuinely. Yeah, this was the calculator. I think this is Final Fantasy. I think this is yeah. Obviously it would do like proper math and stuff, but yeah, I type of Final Fantasy because are these I don't know if these are the ones on the calculator. Oh yeah, these are TI-89. So these are the yeah. You ever play Pokemon Blue? I think this is the Final Fantasy one I had. Legend of Zelda, Mario. This was on the calculator. I'm just want to point that out. Okay. After 5 seconds, we're going to remove gameplay tag frozen. So yeah, that was me in high school. Crazy and awesome. Thank you. Why does your lighting look way too bright? Have you considered trying to lower the intensity of your lights? It could be also the auto exposure, by the way. Depending on how you have things set up, it could be your auto exposure. So first try to reduce the amount of light. But otherwise, you might need to turn off or reduce the auto exposure amount. Pokemon on calculator would have been revolutionary for you in school. Yeah, this was... I graduated high school in 2008. So I think this was around 2006, 7 is when this was a thing. Where do you look for it? It's in your post-process volume. Check your post-process volume. Remember blowing up your book budget on a color graphing calculator right around 1990? I'm sorry. Like, I had a TI-89. That was not color. Where? Okay, I need to look into this. Color graphing calculator. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, I had the top of the line Texas Instrument calculator. Literally cost, I think, $150 for that calculator, by the way. It was insane. I also lost it, and I bought another one. But, yeah, I didn't even realize there was a color. But that one wasn't color. It was black and white. I feel ripped off now. And you get your post-process volume infinite unbound if you... Yes. Make it unbound if you want to affect everything. BS is backslash, bouncing sword, boomerang, spear, burning spin. Can't do bouncing sword. We cannot specify the weapon type. Backslash? See, they also need to work with projectiles. The problem is they like whatever you're thinking of. Think of it being attacked as a melee weapon and a ranged weapon, and the power up needs to make sense for both scenarios. So backslash doesn't make sense for a projectile. Same thing for bouncing sword. Boomerang spear would work potentially. If potentially, but yeah, it's not as simple because yeah, we do have a melee and a ranged weapon, and everything needs to work together. Get the first some calculus course and do the systems equation stuff. Oh, nice. Trying to get 2 lines to converge or not. Okay, I just do remove icon, I think. All right, remove icon. Should be able to just do this. Okay, so let's see if this works. So once I build up enough Frozen on him, he should get the icon. After 5 seconds, you should lose the icon. That did not work at all. Oh, hold on. I think I found the problem. Ah, okay. If you keep okay, we're going to figure So what's happening is if I trigger this this timer, my attacks are faster than 0.5 a second. I attack more than twice a second. Which means it keeps trying to trigger it, but it doesn't. Because there's no start delay. It should, like, you'd want it to immediately trigger, but it waits the first 0.5 seconds and then it triggers it. It doesn't trigger it and then do the 0.5 seconds. Can I do negative 0.5 here? Can I offset the first initial time? Is that possible? Well, have a good night, Senpai. Thanks so much for stopping by. It was quite informative. I'm glad you found it informative. Oh, look at that. That gets around the problem. So now it immediately triggers on the first one. But, right, it's not counting down. Okay, how do we test to see if it's already valid? Well, could we just... This is going to be so dirty. Is valid timer handle? I'll clean this up eventually, I promise. If it's not a valid timer handle, then do this. Wait. Well, it is, I guess it is a valid timer handle. It just hasn't triggered yet. It is valid. It just hasn't triggered. Right? Yeah, it's... I'm also gonna make this, like, violet. Make it easier to see. Blood scatter. When enemy dies, the enemies around take damage. And also increase the blood splatter. That's a pretty good one. Hey, Pierre, welcome in. What am I doing right now? So I'm setting up a power-up where you build up an effect onto the enemy, in this case, Frost. And after a certain amount is built up, they become frozen in place. You can't obviously continue stacking the effect while they're frozen. And when they become unfrozen, continue stacking it and they'll become frozen again. So we're not doing the the freezing aspect as of right now. We're just setting up basically the icon showing up and all the stacking mechanisms and all that right now. And make sure that is all correctly working. So if I... Oh, maybe it is working actually, because yeah, that seemed like it's working. Okay, so yeah, this should still be added to it. Okay, so I think we're good here. Yeah, absolutely, anytime. So we now have him. Let me actually reduce the amount I'm freezing him by per hit. So right now, like if we check the print string, right, the print in the top left, yeah, that's our freeze buildup. It's past 100, so he gets the icon. After 5 seconds, he gets it off. Perfect. Now we need to, well, figure out how the hell to freeze him in place. Well, actually, I don't need to freeze him in place. I need to completely freeze him, which is actually easier than I make it sound. So what I need to do is get the character F, get a AIC controller. Yep. No. Get AIC. This is not. I mean, I can cast here. Probably this is the parent reference that doesn't have the AI controller. Only the child has the AI controller. Right, he has it here. Now, what I can do is I can create an interface to just grab this. Let's make an interface to grab that. I'll put it in the AI. Get AI controller. Have an output. What's the type on this? Oh, it's literally AAC. Okay. So now what we can do is on BP enemy under AI, interfaces, AI, get AI controller. I can just push through this. And you know what? I'm going to change this from get AI controller to get enemy AI controller specifically, because I think that'll be a little more descriptive for what I'm doing. And then get enemy AI controller, and now we have access to it. So here we need to set. I can do set stunt. Set state as passive. No, I need to set state as frozen. But we want to do that here before this. And then after this, we're going to reset this. So set state as attacking. And the attack target needs to be Ah, I need the damage dealer here. Yeah, Guts, we'll have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night. And this can be our attack target. Just move this all the way through. Okay. So under these melee abilities, we have the damage dealer. Get owner. Actually, I just put in the character reference. Doesn't really matter. So that should now make him stop doing whatever he's doing when he's frozen for 5 seconds. Aha! He's not doing anything. And then he goes back to doing something. Okay. What I also want to do is stop active movement before he goes into the frozen state. Or at the same time. Stop active movement. Just in case he is in the middle of movement. I want him to stop. And also... stop anim... get anim... instance, paper CD, and we want to stop all animation overrides. If he's in the middle of attacking or something like that, stop. Don't. No attacking allowed. Okay. So that should fix him kind of moving there. And now, if we build up, you can see the number going up in the top left. Yep, the immediately frozen. He's still looking around. Why is he looking around? Oh, it's because he's too... I know why. That's an easy fix. So when we do set state frozen, we need to do clear... can I do it here? I basically need to clear the target. I'm doing that in the behavior tree. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just modify the behavior tree. AI behavior trees. Are you doing every single one of them? That's fine. Yeah, we can do... I'm going to just duplicate this. This is the root one, just to have as a reference. But basically, if this is equal to frozen, No, we don't want the behavior tree. We want to clear focus. And if this is equal to frozen. And I'm going to just copy this onto the other ones. So basically, I have it set up, right, when he's aggroed on me, he'll continue always facing me. And the clear focus just stops that from happening. And now we have a thing that says, okay, when we go into frozen state, we don't. Oh, ads. And we'll test this right after the ads. That should do it. You should stop looking around. Just like looking at me, rather, which is good. I love getting an email that just says like if you apply for jobs on LinkedIn, it says your application was viewed by whoever you applied to. I'm like, I'd rather not know, honestly, because I feel like knowing that they looked at it and then knowing you either because most of the time you just never hear back from them. It's like I almost would rather not know specifically they did look at it than anything else. Because then you looked at them, so it's like, oh crap, well now what? Well, you still need to wait for the reply, so what it matters if they looked at it? Yeah, they saw your message and said nothing. Okay, exactly. So yeah, they saw it. But it doesn't even mean that they saw it, right? It just means like they opened it. So they could have opened it, checked that it's all there, and then they're sending it to somebody else to actually look, right? It doesn't mean that the person that needs to look at it is looking at it, even. Because there's no way for them to know. Okay, there's no feedback after an application. There's majority of the time there's no feedback after an application. Yeah, that's like the norm. Unfortunately. Because you gotta imagine, like, if there's, hundreds of applicants... Like, they could do it. I mean, a lot of them do an automated reply, right? Or just like, hey, sorry, we decided to go with somebody else. A lot of them do that. Okay, and now he doesn't turn around. And when this is done, yep. Why? Why did the icon stay there for a little longer than I would have liked? That's odd. It's not a big deal. When you hire people, you reply to all. When you hire people, you reply to all of them. Really? You remind me of the old question. A plane crashes in between United States and Canada. Where do you bury the survivors? That's what you just reminded me of. The age-old question. When a plane crashes between the United States and Canada, where do you bury the survivors? Man, I used to love like the Densa quizzes, like the puzzle questions. The how many days in the ocean. I know you know the answer to the question, so I know you're messing with me. I don't know if you guys ever did the Densa quizzes. I mean, this is quick. Is that still a thing? Densa quiz. Hold on, this might me. Oh yeah, here. This is like old school. How dumb are you? Take the quiz if you dare. This is Densa. Where basically it's just a bunch of puzzles. Do they have 4th of July in England? How many birthdays does the average man have? Some months have 31 days. How many have 20? You know, like it's very simple questions. You know? I mean, some of them are like, okay, if you don't know freaking baseball, then you're just not gonna know. But like, do they have 4th of July in England? Yes, because it's just the 4th of July. How many birthdays does an average man have? 1. They're only born once. Some months have 31 days. How many have 28? 12. In baseball, how many outs? I think this is 3, but I just know that because I was told, because I don't follow. Can a California man legally marry his widow's sister? No, because widow can't. No. That's not what a widow is, then. I'm pretty sure a widow means they have no sibling. This is just a math problem that people just get wrong. Because you're supposed to do divisions first and then the addition. If there are 3 apples, you take away 2. How many do you have? You have 2. You are the one who took away, you know, it's like this. This is one of my favorite ones. A clerk in the butcher shop is 5 feet 10 inches tall. What does he weigh? Anyone know the answer to that one? If a clerk in a butcher shop is 5 feet 10 inches tall, what does he weigh? Wait, did we do it? I think we actually just already set this up. I think this is done. I just realized. Yeah, Mr. Presgetti, exactly. He weighs meat. He works at a butcher shop. He weighs the meat when he checks it out. That is the right answer. You don't do imperial? Like, you don't need to do imperial. We don't do imperial here either. We measure things in freedom units, in eagles, in shotgun shells. These are our measurements. I say that as I'm currently living in Canada. Yeah, you were absolutely right. No, you were just correct, Mr. Moschetti. Yeah, we speak America here. And again, I say that as I'm currently residing in Canada. So, which, by the way, slight tangent. I don't know if you guys realize Canada is like, it's the hybrid of it. Canada has no identity. Hold on, let me show you something. Where's the chart? Because this is the most accurate thing ever. Now that I've lived here, you know, several years. This right here. How to measure things like a Canadian. What are you measuring? Speed? It's metric. Distance? Is it your height? Yes, it's imperial. No. Is it a distance long? Yes, metric. No. Is it work related? Is it late to work? Yes, imperial. No, metric. This is not a joke. Is it for cooking? Yes, Fahrenheit. If it's not, is it the pool temperature? Yes, Fahrenheit. No, Celsius. Canada has no identity. Canada abides by no one. Like, literally, it entirely depends on what you're measuring and how. My apartment, like, was measured in feet. The distance is in kilometers. My oven is in Fahrenheit. Like, by default. Yeah, this is legit. This is not a joke. Holy crap! This is actually how it is in Canada. Because the reason for this is right, Canada follows metric because, well, that's where they come from, but they do so much business with America, obviously because they're right next to it, that a lot of things like building houses and the lumber and everything they get from America. And so it's just much easier to use all of those values from America. Like, if they're gonna buy lumber from America, they're gonna get it in feet. So it's much easier to just keep the measurement in feet than convert it every single damn time. Hey, Kale, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We have successfully done the effect, or done the freezing. I think I have an effect for it. Do I have an effect for it? I feel like... I feel like I remember seeing like a frozen effect that we can use. Let me quickly see if I can find one. Here, I'll get out of here for the time being. Yep. Epic content. If you don't convert for US, we come for the oil. Eagle screeches. Yes, exactly. Yeah, this is not quite it. We need a different frozen effect primarily. I think there's one here that is like, yeah. It doesn't go, it does go away. I wasn't looking when it went away. This is what we want. Yeah, okay, perfect. That's it. Yep. Migrate. Town community posts. I'm doing okay. I mean, as well as I can be, applying for jobs and all the good stuff. It's valid for Italians too. Only it's olive oil. Well played. Oh, is this the same? Okay, let's do this. Safe. You know, let's start applying places, you know. Hopefully I'll get my PR, permanent residency, soon. And then it'll be a lot easier. Okay, so what we want is to come here. Here's Bigger Aurora. I'm going to move that to here. Move. Particles. Here's our effect. So this, I'm going to use this effect when it happens. So let's set that up. I kind of want to... I was thinking maybe I should like reorganize this, but for now it's fine. Spawn emitter at location. It's selected. Yep. Oh, there's an auto destroy, which is great. Location is get actor location. What? Oh, character reference. Get actor location. The rotation, I mean, I might as well just rotate it just randomly. Random float in range. 0 to 360. Destroy. Yeah. I'm glad you found something, Kale. That's the main thing. Yeah, as long as, you know, you're in a good place and you're happy with it. I mean, you no one's forcing anyone to, like, look for work, right? That's a nice thing. In my case, yeah. Well, hopefully I'll get unemployment. That's up in the air. Whether I'll qualify. But I'll know soon enough. So, let's, oh. I'm just bashing this guy in. I don't think I gave myself the freezing it. Hopefully I don't kill him before he's frozen. Yep, I killed him before he's frozen. God darn it. Okay. So a couple of things there. First of all, I need to change the position. Get capsule half height. Subtract. So I basically need this to spawn on the ground level. So that should take care of it spawning on the ground instead of like in the middle of the character. Now, I'd like this to not be as long. Now, I do not know the old particle system. I've kind of started getting myself familiar with the new one. But can we change the lifetime on this stuff? Constant. Oh, okay. 5. Hold on. Undo. What is the largest one? 7.45. 7.3 to 7.5. This is lifetime here. Okay, 7.5 is the highest. So 5 divided by 7.5. So we just need to multiply basically 0.66 times whatever that value is. And that'll get us times six. The value that is appropriate. For each one. I love the fact that you can just do math in these like areas. It just makes things so much easier. Now this might not work correctly. Oh, this is the same. Oh, these lifetimes are linked. Oh, interesting. 0.66. Okay, so this should now last the length we want. Good place, maybe. Happy. It's a night audit job, so you'll have to a lot of free time to watch Unreal tutorials on your laptop. Are you actually learning Unreal, Kale? Are you actually trying to do like game dev stuff? Like in Unreal? Freezing aspect. Yeah, come back here. Okay. So it works. What I think I need to do though is attach the component or attach the particle system to the character, so the character goes flying, like he gets knocked back. We want the ice to also follow with him. So, and we also, I want to instead of getting actor location, get actor transform, so I can get the, let's move this over. I get the location here, and I'm gonna get the scale, and I'm gonna plug that into the scale. Do I work in the industry, game industry? No, I was working in virtual production. I want to be in the game industry. I'm currently applying in the game industry. But yeah, I was working in virtual production, which is like on those large LED walls, making environments and working in Unreal for them. But currently I'm applying for in the game industry because my portfolio finally is like, matching to it. Like I think I have an actual like chance of doing it. Need to attach actor to component. Yeah, it's hard to get a job. Yep. They want like semi-senior. You have 3+ years with Unreal. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, it's rough in that regard. I have like, I'm basically a senior level, but I don't know programming, so I'm like a blueprints technical artist. But tomorrow I'll start learning C++ again, and hopefully that goes well. We'll see. So the component that we want is get root component. Wait. Scene component object reference. Attach to component. Is this not an actor? It is a component. Oh, so it's a component. So, okay. Attach component to component. I didn't realize it was a component, but that makes sense. Attach it to the root here. Keep everything relative. That's fine. Yep. You've been, yeah, nice. Yeah, if you have questions about Unreal, feel free to message me. Oh, nice. Yeah, Unreal is super fun, and the beauty of Unreal is the blueprint system. You don't need to know programming. Like, it's all this is all programming, but it's not C++ program, right? If you need help with C++, let me know. There's a lot of info about how to program it. The problem I've had isn't like, I took a C++ course long time ago. I tried my hand at like Java Minecraft mods at one point. I like dabbled with Python at one point. Like, I'm not unfamiliar with the concepts of things. I just find the programming boring. Specifically, writing the syntax, looking for those semicolons, right? That I find just so boring. I just couldn't do it. Obviously, the like figuring things out, you know, like all the logic. This is programmed. This is no different. The only difference here is I do it through pretty nodes instead of writing it out. But that writing it out is so boring. That's my problem. That's really my. Oh, you just started too? Must getting nice. Yeah, let's do this. Started working with Unreal during creating 3D environments for electrical distribution. Ooh, that sounds fun. Let's see. So now he's frozen, and if I let me, instead of root component, get capsule component. Maybe that was the problem. Why did it not go with him? Why did it not move with him? Oh, you know why it is? It's because it's a particle system. It's not going to move with him. It's not like an object that can move with him. The component moves with him, but the particle system does not. Because it just spawns the particle. I have an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disable knockback when frozen. I'm going to disable knockback when frozen. Check hashtag. Frozen. Not Boolean. When you're not frozen, yeah, go ahead and do the knockback. You destroy and spawn the particle every time. No, because then it'll start the particle every time. You feel that you love Minecraft command blocks, but hate the data packs despite them being quite literally the same thing. Exactly. Well, hold on, wait. Minecraft command blocks are commands. It is scripting. You put text in there. It's not like you put... I think it's like Redstone compared to command blocks or program, right? Redstone is the visual aspect of it, which I love. Redstone is awesome. But command blocks are still text scripting. Like, it's not as much. It's like in between. It still needs syntax and all that, right? Just not as much. Okay, so this now... So this is not working, but there is a problem that I'll probably need to figure out with this. If he dies in mid-air, he's going to fall and the particle is going to stay. I feel like I need to have him freeze in mid-air and then also like freeze the gravity on him as well. And then reset the gravity. You have to like coding or it gets really boring quick. Yeah, that's my problem. Yeah, like again, like, right? Blueprints. It's all code. It's just visual code. So I'm a technical artist, but a lot of technical artists I would say even probably the majority of technical artists are programmers first, and then they went into the art field. I'm an artist first that went into technical stuff. So I'm very much a visual person. I cannot read documentation. I have such difficulty reading documentation. I also can't write documentation. It's in the same aspect there. So yeah, it's yeah, it's just how it is. Set gravity scale. Oh, get just get. Do it here.
Ads are here.
Oh.
Pausing for ads.
A moment for ads, and then we'll basically set it up where, yeah, we'll disable gravity, and then we'll re-enable gravity after the freeze. So if he's frozen in mid-air, he stays in mid-air. I already know some issues with that. If I have some abilities that will knock him down or move him. And those need to not work, but we'll deal with that later. For work, you use a lot of software actually made in Canada called FME, which is very much the same as Blueprint Program. There you go. Yeah, that's awesome. Could you not spawn particle using an actor, then attach the actor? So yes, so that's what I did. So once the ads are done, I'll explain exactly why that doesn't work. And that's basically what I tried to do, and then I realized, right, that's not gonna work. But yeah, so once this bar is over, I'll do an explanation and hear this out. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not possible. There's things you could do, but I don't know the cascade system right now. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. Okay, but to answer this, which also I need to use this more often. The reason this doesn't work is an actor, right, is an object typically, or has something in it. So the character, right, is an actor. As a base, it is an actor. I can attach a cube to him. Let's say over his head, I can attach a little cube here. And if he moves, the cube will move. Which is fine. And I can attach like a cube that spawns, a fountain. Nice fountain here. But here's the thing. The particles themselves are their own thing. So each one of these that's moving is its own thing. So when the character moves and the spawner moves, these particles don't care. They've spawned. They're just on their trajectory. They're gonna go wherever they're gonna go from their original location. If they were here, they're here. Now, if you were to spawn over time and then move it, so let's say you had a box and it moved over time and you had continuous spawning, right? It would spawn basically like this, and right over time. In this case, it is a single instantaneous spawn of the thing that just lasts a little while because it's just a big ice field. So me moving the spawner doesn't change where this particle is. Now you can make it's possible to do things like changing the particle position relative to the actor, Like you can add offsets for that kind of stuff, but it's the old particle system. I don't have any experience with it. I could probably dive in and figure it out, but honestly, I kind of like the idea of him being frozen in place, like actually just being completely frozen. That is so that's fine. I was kind of iffy on them being able to be knocked back as it is. Unreal is one of the hardest things you've ever found. Really? I mean, I guess it depends on like how you come at it. I found Unreal super like approachable and like super easy when I first started learning it. Like back in like even UDK days. But I guess it's all like it depends on like how you like learn probably, and like what is easier or not easier. I need to get gravity. Get character gravity scale. Ooh, he's got a shorts farming overlay. Is that what you're calling paint? I don't make shorts though. I'm so bad at that, like making shorts. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Perscutti. Anytime. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, I will gladly explain everything. I mean, that's why I'm here. Well, I'm here to, you know, make a game and hopefully entertain you guys while I'm at it, but also... Can you reference another streamer for particle tutorial? Sure, go ahead. No, you did it before I said yeah. Good job on that. Yeah, Prismatica, yeah, it has stuff like that for particles. There is like, he's not primarily a particles guy, but he does have some particle stuff. He said about Unreal C++. It's kind of difficult. The documentation is kind of weak. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That I don't know about. Couldn't tell you. But let's just confirm that this is still working. And also, let's actually test this. So here's greater multi-projectile. And give me homing. Homing. Okay, I need him to be an elite. Okay, he's an elite now. I killed him before I could freeze him. Oops. Freezing. Okay. Alright, so there's projectiles. Homing. Oh, I didn't add the freeze effect to... I didn't add the flame or freeze attack to the homing. Oopsie. Not to the homing, to the projectiles. We only did it to melee. I just realized. Down here, this is event begin play. Okay, so here it's gonna do for each loop. We need to add the fire aspect and the freezing aspect. And what I'm going to do is go to AC abilities. And I'm going to take you. Copy. Right. I'm going to need... This is going to happen on the other actor. So I need to store other actor. Promote to hit actor. Store that whichever way it does. You take the hit actor. Get a component by class. AC abilities. And yeah, we're doing execute fire aspect and freeze build. Execute fire aspect. Freeze buildup. Damage built dealer is there. Okay. That should do it. So let's just confirm that the fire and everything is working. So we can come here, give ourselves fire aspect. There we go. Okay, so that's working now. Fantastic. Let's make sure we get the elite and we can try test the freezing aspect. Okay. So here, we're going to get ourselves greater projectiles. We're going to get ourselves homing and freezing. He didn't have quite enough health for the amount of shots I was doing, but it worked. It did execute. It did work. He died. That's fine. What is this? Freeze buildup. Access none. Trying to read property, call function, get component by class. That's odd. I'm setting it here. I mean, it worked. Error? Let's test it one more time. I'm gonna do single target. Here we go. Just real quick. Yeah, vegetation shader is kind of Prismatica is really good at. Unreal migrating folder is so. Yeah. Okay. I failed to try to get. Why is he not getting? It's if the owner has these. It's only complaint. Well, it's only complaining about freeze buildup because that's. It shouldn't have any effect on it, but crazier things have happened. Crazier things have happened than it being linked to things it not liking. Also, I need to fix the projectile spawning not at the right location. Yeah, like there, spawning it when it fails. So effectively, hit actor is not valid. Why is it not valid? Other actor. Is valid. I mean, it should be just double check that it's valid. It should be. I understand how it could not be valid. Oh, you need the freezing aspect to test that? Yeah, true. Wait. Why is it not printing there? Oh, wait a second. Also, let's remove the print string. We don't need this anymore. We've validated that it's all working. Did it not print string after the first hit? True. Wait. What? Ha. What? What? I'm gonna make this a different color. How is it? How is it triggering, but not triggering? Okay, true. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the overlap one, but it's always true. Oh, you know what it is? It's because it's because it's hitting a wall and it's trying to get the component of the wall and it's failing. It's not failing when it's trying to hit the character. It's failing when it's trying to like hit a wall or misses. That's why. So we just need to here I'm just gonna do is valid check on every single one, but I don't want to do it as valid check on every single one. So is valid if it is valid, we're gonna just make it a variable, and this is AC abilities ref. And if it's not valid, it's just going to set it, but as empty. No, this is not gonna work. Great, let's just make this easy. It's late, let's make it easy. If it's valid, do this. They should fix the problem. So now, if I just shoot into the air or into the walls or whatever it is, this should not be a problem anymore. Yeah, no more error. So if we do this and then just test it one more time, create multiple projectiles. You can even do regular multi projectiles. Homing, freezing. Let's hope that he doesn't die. Ah! There we go. I like homing projectiles. They're great. Bingo! Figured it out. I'll change the system later to not have to check on every single one for now. Okay, but this has been very successful. Let's mark those off. Power-ups, flaming attack. I'm putting that as CBB. I'm putting that actually as work in progress. We still need to add the effect for it, like the visual effect. The frozen attack is done. Like, he's not moving. We have a particle system on it. I think that is awesome. We already did the dot aura effectively with I think with a different one. I have another one that's, I think, just specifies acid damage. Or did I not mark it off? I think I just might have not marked it off. So this one's going to be done. AoE curse. Yeah, we don't have that. So yeah, here's another one does poison attacks. Same thing, damage over time. So we can reuse the same thing and do for that if we wanted to. I think for now I won't. There's no reason to just have multiple like elements until I figure out a good way of utilizing that. Things like thorns we kind of could probably set up, dash blast and other stuff. We have still a lot here to do. Need to modify cleave. Also work for projectiles, but you know it's a good base. It's a good base. You know, we now have fire aspect and freezing aspect, and they should all work together. If I gave myself again greater multi projectile, regular multi projectile, and then gave myself homing. I should be able to just give myself both fire aspect and freezing aspect. Yeah, he has both. After 5 seconds, both will go away. Yep. And there we go. Yay! Cool. I am quite happy with that. And we got another particle system in here. It's looking even better. More particle systems. Damn it. This place needs to have all the particle systems. But of course, it needs to not be overwhelming. That's also the main concern. We don't want too many things happening, or it's just going to be lights everywhere and just going to be just seizures and not much else. We don't want that. But that is going to do it for me for tonight. Tomorrow, wish me luck as I attempt to start learning C++ again. I have little hopes, but I have some hopes, and that's important. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, as always. And I will see you guys then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.